Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is FrekiFitWolf, FrekiFitVember Day 24, and it's a Tag Tuesday. But it's Tag Tuesday from last Tuesday. My bad. Alright everybody, so my hair's a mess right now just because I just got done doing yoga. That is my activity of the day. It's feeling great, it makes me feel better, so I'm going to keep up with that. Comment down below, let me know what your FrekiFitVember activity is, or my Facebook group. I love that you guys are adding and writing them in there. But today I'm doing Tag Tuesday. This is from last week. My bad. But I know this is a longer one, and the one that came out today is a little bit longer, so I'm not going to combine them both. So I'm going to record this one, and then when I get tagged in this week's, I'll get to it. Sorry, I got very behind last week. Last week was a very, very stressful week. A lot of stuff going on. So I'm behind. And I don't know who hasn't been tagged. So if you want to be tagged, let me know and do the video. That's all I'm going to say. It might just end with me. I don't know. Anyway, so this one is a weight loss questions tag, basically. So the first one is, what is the reason for your weight loss? Well, one, I mean, there's so many. It's hard to say. So like with this, I'm going to treat it as what are my whys. So my whys, hold on, let me. There we go. There was some schmutz on the lens. So anyway, my whys. One, my back. I have back issues. My lower back specifically, I have issues with. And I can get back spasms, and they suck and they hurt. So with some less weight on my body, it'll help with that. In relation to pain, lately I've been having more issues with maybe arthritis, maybe who knows what else it could be, but joint pain. So hopefully get some weight off there will help with that. And then also like heavy breathing, like when I'm doing customers' hair or when I'm recording a video and you just hear in the background, it annoys me. So I'm sure it annoys somebody else. And a bunch of other ones. Some of them are superficial. I want to look better. I want to, be the dude that could like walk around without a shirt without just like bouncing everywhere. That'd be nice. Bunch of different reasons. And then also a big one to point out is my mother passed away at a very young age. She passed away at 55, and I'm convinced she'd still be here if she was able to get the weight off, because so many of the complications came because of the weight. And they couldn't do certain things that they should have been able to do if the weight wasn't there blocking things. All right, so number 2, what pitfalls have you come across that have made your weight loss unsuccessful? I mean, my biggest thing is emotions, whether it's stress, whether it's anger, whether it's depression, whether it's happiness. All emotions I have associated with food. And I was talking about that with a customer the other day. And I think a lot of it comes down to like the way as we were growing up, and we conditioned our brains like, oh, you aren't feeling good, here, have some candy. You aren't feeling well, let's take you out to McDonald's to treat you or whatever. And not that that is necessarily bad, but because of these type of things, it in our brain triggers that food makes us feel better, even though it wasn't just the food. It was the event of somebody helping take care of us and all that stuff. So now, as an adult, 35 years old, I very easily want to reach for food. There's something comforting about it, even if there's not the other factors associated with it. So that's my biggest pitfall that can really be a struggle. Number 3, what is your favorite meal idea for weight loss? I mean, there's not any specific food that's going to make you lose weight. So that question doesn't really make sense because there isn't a meal that triggers weight loss. So just in general, as far as eating healthier foods, getting your fruits and vegetables in, getting your healthy fats in, getting your protein in, getting your carbs, eating the full darn pyramid in a healthy proportions are really the best thing. I think my biggest go-to, if that's what it's meant by this question, would be I do make fried rice a lot. Just because I can get my protein in there, I can get my carbs and starch in there, and I can get a ton of vegetables in there, and it's filling. That's a big thing for me, is something that is going to be filling. Like, there's certain things that, yes, they're healthy. Yes, they're low in calories, but I'm still hungry afterwards. So when I make fried rice, I can very easily be satisfied after that, and it lasts for quite a while. Number 4, what are your favorite exercises? I think we can tell by this one, my favorite is doing the yoga. That has been a lifesaver in many different ways, or a motivational saver, whatever you want to say, because it is something that is A, challenging, and B, kind of fun, and C, rewarding. So as I do that, I am, I'm getting the sweaty red face. I am also strengthening up muscles because you focus on different ones. And also it's fun to see the progress of what you couldn't do when you started versus what you can do. And then there's still plenty of stuff, a ton of stuff, the majority of the stuff that I can't do properly yet, that I can aim towards the future. So I really like that, especially because it does work on many things. It works on balance, it works on strength, it works on core strengthening. There's not a lot of cardio built into it though, so I do need to get other in. But this question was what my favorite one was. Number 5, how do you stay motivated? So many different ways. One, you guys having this channel, having support, whether it's this channel or from Facebook groups or Instagram or whatever, having support and people that can encourage me helps a ton. But then also just looking at photos and seeing, where I'm at now, where I started, where I was the last time I had lost a bunch of weight, or just, taking a good look in the mirror without clothes on. That's a good motivator. And just remembering my reasons, my whys, remembering that pain in my back, remembering that I don't want to die at 55, remembering that type of stuff, and keeping that high up. I said a million times, I'm not a believer in motivation. It's dedication. Motivation is a flippant emotion. It comes and it goes. Sometimes you feel like it, sometimes you don't. I did not feel like doing any yoga this morning. I've been stressed out because my dog is having issues with her tail. I might as well talk about that real quick. Selena, she's had surgery on her tail, and then they had to have a second surgery to remove another vertebrae. This morning, the bandages came off, and I don't even know when or where or why or how. I couldn't find it. I'm running all over the place looking for it, but also trying to keep her away from it. She has the largest cone in existence on her head, and she still is somehow pushing on the tail. I think she's like resting the cone on it, and I know she will randomly lick inside the cone, and I think that's getting to the tail. So somehow the bandages come off, so I'm having to hold her, make sure she's not getting to her tail or doing anything to it, while my roommate, who stayed at his boyfriend's house, runs to Walgreens and then comes here to wrap it up, because also we're out of the bandages here. It was a very stressful morning, and I did not feel like doing the yoga, but I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I need to do it. I don't want to do it, but let's do it. So that's that. Number 6, how do you celebrate your success? I celebrate by telling you guys and by bragging about it and by enjoying the fact that I can fit into clothes that I haven't fit into a long time, or new clothes. You guys have seen this shirt a lot. I have 2 of them. But this is a size that I was not able to wear, X amount of months ago. So those type of things are how I celebrate. I don't really do much celebrating. I have goals of what I want to reach, and that is reward enough for me. If I had more money, maybe I would, but I don't, so I don't. Number 7, what is your overall goal? Now, this has changed a lot on my journey. Originally, it was I wanted to get 220 pounds because that is the skinniest I'd ever been, and that was it. Now it's kind of evolved, and I do want to, weight number, I don't know exactly. I want to get around there, but for me, it's so much more than just what the scale says. I want to be healthy, and we all know skinny doesn't equal healthy. There are plenty of skinny people that I know that have health issues because they don't eat properly or they don't exercise properly. Their body just has an active metabolism, and so they're kind of blessed. I want to actually be healthy. So that's why I'm using the exercise. That's why I'm utilizing healthier foods, because we know the last time I lost weight, I've said it a million times on this channel, so you guys know this. The last time I lost weight, when I lost that 140 pounds, I ate McDonald's every single day. Like, not every single day, but majority of it. Most of the time, it was McDonald's. I got skinny, didn't get healthy. And also with me only doing food and less calories, my skin just emptied out, and then everything was just kind of sagging. It looked pretty good with shirts on, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, without it, and, like, TMI, but, like, my breasts, my man packs, whatever you want to call these things, they just kind of sag down. Next thing you know, my nipples are, like, halfway down my chest, or halfway down my torso. Kind of gross. I'd rather, try to tighten things up and even maybe, see if I can raise them up some. Just random TMI, sorry, but yeah. So that's my overall goal, if that makes sense. Number 8, do you follow any weight loss accounts on social media? Yeah, I follow a lot of them. Number 9, where do you buy your workout clothing? I work out in whatever I'm wearing. Like right now, like this is what I did yoga in, this t-shirt and some sweatpants. So like Walmart, I don't know. I don't buy specific workout clothing. You don't need specific clothes to work out. That makes no sense. Number 10. What advice would you give to any weight loss newbies? There's so much advice. Watch all of the videos. But one, you're gonna mess up, and that's okay. The trick is to keep going. I've seen a lot lately with different friends and people that I know that are on a weight loss journey where they mess up one day, and then they mess up a second day. And then the third day, they might mess up again, or they might get back on. And getting back on is all that matters. The last 2 days, they happen. Life happens. Stress happens. Depressing things happens. I know one of the people in my group, she is dealing with some issues with her dog and making some tough choices. And that can be a trigger. And if you reach for food, you've got to forgive yourself. And then you move, like when you're able to, you move back onto plan and you work that back off. Same with the holidays coming up. I know a lot of people stress out about Thanksgiving, like, oh my gosh, like I'm going to have to be starving the whole time or blah, 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 this or that. Like, especially this year, especially 2020, enjoy life. If you can enjoy, like me, like the food on Thanksgiving isn't good enough for me to justify how much weight I would gain. I'm actually not doing it with my family this year. But still, like that doesn't justify because I don't love the food enough. But so if you're like me and you can still just enjoy your family and not the food, awesome. But if that is part of the experience for you, be willing to accept it and be like, all right, cool. I'm going to do my best to not overindulge, but I'm going to enjoy myself. And then if there is a gain or if there is a maintain, keep going, and then next week, it's going to come back off. So that's my big things. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, I don't know who to tag, and so if you want to be tagged, if you want to answer these type of questions, let me know. Feel free to do them, and I'll tag you in another video, because there's another tag coming up today. They're getting overwhelming. Schedules. I'm bad with schedules. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll talk to you tomorrow or maybe later today if this tag comes out, if I get tagged before I have to go to work. We'll see.